Hi everyone! So, as you can see from the title screen, well, from the title of the stream, and kind of the title screen, I mean, you can see the screen. This is Honkai Star Rail tonight. I haven't played until since last time, so yeah, we are still really far behind on the story. I didn't do the update. I shouldn't have done that before. It's fine. But yeah. I didn't do a planning. It wasn't present today, but I'm here. Hey, Angel! Yep, thanks for the stretch already. I do need to stretch. I'm doing good. How about you? I will do the sip as well. And I am not shrimping. But yeah, I didn't do a planning for this week. Because honestly, I don't know when I'm going to stream. I don't know what I'm going to stream. So yeah. I'm doing good too. That's good to hear. But yeah. Because I was hesitating between playing Splatoon Raiders, Honkai Star Rail, and I also want, to play Rhythm Heaven Groove. At least do all the mini games and the remix. I'm not gonna do the beat spell on stream, I think. But yeah. And on the... I don't remember which day. I think it's on the 12th. Yeah, on the 12th. It's going to be the 7.0 from Genshin Impact. We are finally on Shineznaya, so I'm going to stream Genshin as well. So yeah, this is going to be hectic. I didn't even open the game since last time I played on stream. I know that the Fate collab is here again. That you can get either Archer or Gilgamesh for free. I already have Archer, so I'm going to claim Gilgamesh. Because I like his design. He's really cool. And I already have Archer, so... I also really want Himeko, but... But I am pretty sure that we are really far in... Like, I don't remember my PD on this. Oh, I mean, actually, we are at 64. We might have a chance. How long do I still... Oh yeah, she is for the whole thing. Okay, these are the characters that you can get from this. Nope, it's not this one, it's this one. Do we have enough for the pass? I'm not sure. I don't think it's gold. No, it isn't. But I've seen that apparently, like, the marker for gold is different from usual. So okay, it was a light cone. Okay. Oh, I finally got the one character, I think. What am I gonna pick? I always want more Himikos. So if I can have an Eidolon for her, I am definitely gonna do it. I was like, how many Jades do I have? But I don't have a lot. Okay. I am not doing the surveys and everything. If they don't give Jades. I have almost enough for a temple though. Yes, I know, it's been a while, I already got that. Oh, I forgot I already had her at E1. I can level you up.
想见证本王起源的英姿，真是厚颜无耻。
I'm doing everything I can so I can get Himiko. The only thing that's really bad is that after Himiko, I really want what's her name? What's his name? The Aventuring Wave Flare. And he's supposed to be right after Himeko, so I hope we will get enough Jade and enough luck to get him. I mean, we are still in phase 1, so... And I have a shit ton of stuff to catch up to, so we have a good a good chance. I think this is just regular. More stuff. Oh, I don't have a lot of stuff for her. Never got Hanya a lot, so... Okay, so I am going to do like one at a time. Because I mean, that's 74 PD. Yeah. Oh, hey. Hi. And we have enough for one. So we are at 78. Okay. I was pretty sure I already had several at like E6 or anything, or 5 at least. Okay. I don't remember where we left off. It's been so long, so I don't even remember. The tiny skin. Be careful. I don't even remember the voices I did as well. Warrior. Entry forbidden. Has it lost its sanity? What a woeful creation. I shall put it out of its misery. Split soul. Indestructible body. Every time I see reinforcements, I remember the fucking Pensilia fight. And Jinren being like, reinforcements? I am the reinforcements. There we go. Is it dealt with? No, I'd have it be that simple. Split soul. An experiment. What do you mean? King Euripon wanted to strip Nikador of their divinity and seal it with an intricate vessel for all eternity. That's how he would memorize Nikador's living body. Of course, he has to test it out on the Italian kin before going on to remold the Titan. How are you so sure about this? The answer is very simple. Because the fragments of Nikador's soul are sealed in these statues. The calls that I've been hearing are coming from them. As long as we reassemble their soul and unite their divine core, they will recover their dignity as a Titan. You will then have a choice to triumph over them in battle. Indestructible body. We finally found the root of everything. I'll find a way to stall it. Titan kins that have lost all reason. This is as intoxicating as nectar is to bees. Is to bees. I don't know why that sounds so funny to say is to bees. Please, you must find a way to make Nikador's soul whole again. It is only by fixing this point in history that we can salvage the future of Amphoreus. Ready to travel through time, gladiator? Let's see what you can do. Delver of memories. Mem, 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 mem. Let's perform a miracle. Unbelievable. This dark and derelict. I don't know what that means. Place. Is this the future of Kremnos? I can barely believe it myself. The resonance between you and Oronix must be strong. Much time has passed, as the Titan's soul remains fragmented. That covetous king and his servant would have turned to dust by now. Their scheme that once unfolded here has likewise been buried with them. You and I are both here to bring an end to this absurdity, So join me, comrade. Let us bring death unto thy titan. Let's fucking go! The sound of battle. That's... My companions fighting against Nikador. So the mortals will fight against fate even in this hopelessly bleak era. I am impressed. The strength alone will not help them destroy an immortal body. That's why you and that girl went back in time seeking answers. Courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, reason. There are only 4 soul-forged statues here. If they did split Nikador's divinity into 5 parts, there is still 1 fragment of the soul that it's missing. Let's just start with this first. Agreed. Come, help me piece together this divinity. Nikador's soul has been severed into 4 parts by the Kremnoans and is sealed into the 4 statues in the sword forging zone. Insert the giant swords in their statues' hands into their base to release 1 fragment of Nikador's divinity. Use the hand of Zagreus to grab the charging device and place it at the foot of the statue. Then use Ornyx's prayer to rewind time-space, letting the giant sword in the statue's hands return to a complete state, and activate the statue. Statues that are broken can be completed by shining the light of the miracle orbs. After all 4 statues in the night space-time are activated, you can break the shackle on Nikador's divinity and advance the story. Okay. I hear it. A part of Nikador's divinity is sealed within this. We shall hereby seal the God King's courage within this sword vessel, a testament that they have never once retreated from a battle. Even against the formless black tide from beyond this dense fog, they alone have raised their soul and faced the enemy head-on. That's Nikador's courage. Break free from your shackle and return to your divine body. The voices starting to pour in. The sword of the soul-forging statue felt return to its original place. Something is still missing here. Perhaps you should try to use the hands of Zagreus to restore the statue's base. Oops. Wrong button again. Okay, this time it worked. We shall hereby seal the God King's honor within the sword's vessel, a testament that they have never plunged their divine lance into an enemy's back. Even when enemies close in from all sides, they have never conceded to evil schemes, fiercely guarding the warrior's dignity, Nikador's honor. Break free from your shackle and return to your divine body. Let's fight this so I don't get the fight after.
依此神器，重塑万物。
逃不掉的。
确凿无疑的胜利。
I'm just wondering if there are other coins. Yeah, I got all the coins. Let's go. Yes, I already need 2 out of the 4.
成色上佳，能力。
我再聆听。
Missing.
来吧。
Don't tell me your tale. Body of the statue is in or makes its orb to reflect it. Okay. Is that enough? Oh yeah, apparently yes. We hereby seal. We shall hereby seal the God King's tenacity within this sword vessel, a testament that their will is unyielding in the fight against the calamity of unknown origin. No matter how powerful the Black Tide may be, enough to corrupt the wills of other gods, they stand tall and upright in defiance of the turbulent fog even till today. Nikador's tenacity. Break free from your shackle and return to your divine body. We're just missing one now. How am I supposed to go there though? Divinity exists within the statue.
为我讲述吧，
Tell me everything that happened here.
发生的一切。
Oh no, that's... Okay. We shall hereby seal the God King's sacrifice within this souled vessel. A testament that their final words before sinking into dormancy were a vow to defend the worlds against the Black Tide. They used their own body as our city walls, keeping out and protecting us from the pervasive spread of madness. They are acutely aware that if the end times were to arrive, there will be nothing left in this world to conquer.
尼卡多利的血
Nikador's sacrifice. Break free from the shackle and return to the divine body. I'm going to lay down because my back is killing me a bit. Well, not my back, my knees. Specifically. And I need to sip a tiny bit. Is that it? We're now left with the final missing fragment of divinity.
我知道该去哪
I
里。
believe I know where it is. I was just checking the sound because I was not sure if you guys could hear me well, but apparently you can still. Time for the battle against Nikador.
通了吗？格奈乌斯阁下，
Lord Neris, are we almost there? Yes, there's just one last thing to do.
何时
No one knows when the black tide first appeared beyond the distant horizon. But when it slowly encroached upon Amphoreus' border, Nikador was the first titan to venture forth. During the battle against the black tide, their sanity began to slip away. In the prime, the titan could obliterate an entire archipelago with a single slash, yet they could not sever the root of this corruption. They battled the black tide by sheer will alone, but ultimately succumbed to it. Before their divinity could be completely corrupted, they removed a part of it. Could it be the fragment of divinity that they were stripped away? The fragment they wanted to preserve the most was reason. The Titan believed that their reason would someday respond to their calling, to return to their body and fulfill their sacred mission. Doesn't really seem like it though. Are all these version of you from the past? Are you part of Nikador? All of these, they represent countless failed endeavors. With your help, I can finally put an end to everything.
格奈乌斯阁下，
Lord Neris, what do you intend to do?
勇气
Courage, honor, tenacity, and sacrifice. They're all versions of me. Hearing the murmurs of their soul fragments had led me to a conclusion.
尼卡多里的
Nikador's soul is corrupted beyond the point of salvation.
救赎的可能，
How do we stop them then?
只有一条
There is only one way to do so.
束缚着神
The seal that binds their divinity is already broken. As long as we complete the soul forging here, Nikador will be whole once more.
将与一位
You will go into battle with the Titan nearly at the zenith of their power. And when that happens, the glory of slaying a god will also be presented before you. What about you, Lord Neus?
将回归本源，成为尼
I will return to where I came from and become a part of Nikador's divinity once more.
浮尸大概会将我吞没吧。
In all likelihood, I will also be consumed by corruption, an inevitable course of action if we hope to end this madness.
你愿意为一个
Are you willing to sacrifice yourself for a future you won't get to witness?
是我的本源，
This is my purpose, my origin. I am no mortal and I do not fear death.
非凡人，
Even so, will you still weep for me?
即便如此，你也打算
这世上的离别，
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Logneus.
我们相识不久，但我已从你身上学。
Well, we haven't known each other for long. I have learned much from you. In return, I'll teach you a lesson of mine before I go.
不要嫌恶你，
Do not detest your talent and do not abhor death. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust.
身为纷争的化
The embodiment of strife, telling me about the majesty of the world? What an irony.
只有被治愈分解，
Civilization only grows under strife. Humans instinctively loathe suffering, yet suffering is the only thing that teaches them to stand unyielding and tall. If this is meant to be, then I will fight you.
他比你更懂得战斗的意义，也许能成为你的
Sorry. He knows what it truly means to go to battle. Perhaps he can be your inspiration.
死在我的矛。
If you die by my lance, then there is no need to reflect on what I said. But if you should send me to my grave, promise me that you will use my core flame to fuel a roaring blaze and continue to fight against the black tide.
代表
On behalf of all the Crisis heirs, I promise you. I am Nikador, the Lance of Fury, the messenger of turmoil and the embodiment of strife. Remember this, I am the scar that this world needs. Holy shit. Did you hear that? They've returned. Best me. Grant me an end befitting a warrior. This is cool.
这就是尼卡多利的正身。
So this is Nikador's true form. It's incredible. Well done on them. I was prepared to fight in the end of time. Wow.
我想你可能还不人类生物也是也包括我们。
彻底封防。
小心，猴子已经掷下，一无所有，或者
Proszę, sędzia soju. Reducing the HP of Conqueror be conquered restores the corresponding character's maximal restorable HP.
随我冲阵，兵戈无形，
该出骑兵
打安无赦。战士，咒
Since you've overcome the curse of immortality, destruction shall be your reward.
成赏。
看，表演依次详细，
So long.
直击脸，彻底封防。
来了。
我向你承诺，
I promise you, Lord Neus. Your nightmare will be over soon.
雷霆在此，
Oh, so well, though. Come on, bring an end to strife once and for all.
小心！猴子已经掷下，一无所有，或者赢下所有。来了。
Okay, so I really need to put defense on everybody again.
我想你可能还人类宠物也是很
Oh, thanks for the self-care.
我一介禅
Where's my boat? My boat. Oh, wow.
看，以此相系，重塑万物。彻底疯狂，胜利在望。
Victory is at end. Time for the final blow. Master. Now. Ooh. Welcome, it's important after all. Yes, it is. From here on, the world shall no longer know strife. It's finally over. Nikador's core flame. Time passes quickly. It's been a long time since the last Titan fell. Now that the Lance of Fury is no more, we Chrysos heirs are one step closer to the Genesis, as foretold in the prophecy. The silence here is stifling. The cities feel so familiar now that its Titan is gone. You've exchanged thousands of blows with them. Your ears are probably just not used to this peace and quiet. What's next? I have an agreement with the Titan. The Chrysos heirs will take away their core flame and use it to start a bright blaze that will illuminate our path onward. You spoke with Nikador? They were protecting the world from something. What did he say? Please, I need to know. I need to blow my nose. I'll be back. Okay, I am back. Not now, though, my day. I'll tell you everything once we return to Okina. Aglea mentioned that someone must touch the core flame and absorb it to become its temporary receptacle. Lady, do you... This honor is yours. Isn't it something you've been longing for? But you're more deserving of it. You sustained all these new wounds from fighting them. If you have any idea how exhausting it is to fight a protracted battle, then you should know that pointless arguments are the last thing I want to get into now. A little back and forth wouldn't hurt much. Coming to a decision is so easily makes it seems like this is this is not at all a life-changing undertaking, you know. Come with me then, Cold Flame. The vortex of Genesis is awaiting your return. Are you alright, Fainan? I don't think I feel anything at all. Or rather, it felt a lot easier than I expected. I'd assumed that burying the core flame would take a lot more out of me. In any case, let's return to Okema and share news of our victory with the two demigods. Friend? Return together? I will always remember Neos. Although he was but a part of Nikador, he was nevertheless a hero in his own right. Go with the rest, Mr. Miyoko. I will catch up with you later. I would like to talk to Lord Neos again one last time. Lord Neos. Lord Nikador, can you hear me? I know that your only wish right now is to rest in peace, but you are the only one with answer to my deepest doubt. So, forgive me for disturbing you. Please tell me, do you know where Thanatos is? I must find them, the half of me that I've been deprived of since birth. I must take it back from them. Titan's fragmented voice. I see it. Even the Strife Titan have not seen death in the flesh. I will continue this arduous journey, even if I must travel to every corner of Amphoreus. I understand. The crisis heirs will fulfill the promise we made, and see your unfinished work to its end. Such a peaceful end is not befitting of you, the bringer of strife into this world, but it's a good thing it's just me here. No one else can see what you look like in the final moments of your life. Poetful still describe you as an embodiment of madness and corruption, the god of war who incinerated all of their glory. Yet, at this moment, I am willing to send you into the gentle embrace of death, to a sweet land full of blossoming flowers. Farewell, Titan. Sometimes later. They're back! We've completed the mission, Triby. No broken limbs or severe injuries, just a fiery coal flame in the palm of my hand. I can feel the coal flame's warmth. Well done, Fainan. It has been far too long since Amphoreus last saw the birth of a demigod. Having you take Nikador's place will surely invigorate the spirits of those in the holy city. I want to be honest about this. I believe Maide is the better candidate. He was once the crown prince of Kremnost after all, and much of his lifetime was spent fighting alongside Nikador. He is more worthy of the titan of strife than I am. You have thought much about this, sweet child, but there is one thing you overlooked. The qualities you've mentioned are very likely the reason my Deimos refused this cold flame. I do not doubt his strengths and talents. In fact, he must have imagined himself becoming a god 1,000 times over. But he turned it down because he does not want to lead his people down the same path again. So I will ask you once more. Have you made up your mind, Fainan of Ibis Elise? I am ready for this. I will shoulder the burden of divinity alongside the both of you. I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices. Very good. It has finally come, Snowy. You've been wanting this all along, right? If the prophecy hadn't found me back then, I would still be roaming the world endlessly. Right now, though, I live for the sole purpose of dedicating myself to the mission of the Crisis Heirs. I never once doubted your resolve. This time tomorrow, the Crisis Heir will gather at the vortex of Genesis to surrender the core flame that once belonged to Nikador in the Lands of Fury. Remember, this isn't like the unchanging rites our priests perform. No one knows the true cost a mortal must pay to accept Strife's divine authority. Your road ahead is still full of uncertainty. Use this time to properly rest, Fainan. I understand. Until tomorrow, then. It's so peaceful, as if nothing even happened. We're protected by two demigods, after all. There are others carrying the burden for them. The people of Amphoreus must have extraordinary spirits to be able to enjoy their life, even in such troubled times. They have Aglaia and Triby to thank for that. It is because of their protection that the citizens are able to enjoy peace. Where did Maida go? He was exhausted, so he already went back to rest. A victory might not have been possible without your help. I'm sure you've heard enough words of gratitude, but it's only right that I... Right. It would be the first time I thanked you, so thank you for your help, Miss Mem. What's next for us? Aglaya will gather us at the Vortex of Genesis this time tomorrow, where we'll perform a ritual to surrender the core flame. She only mentioned the crisis era, but I invite you too. I'm sure she'll welcome your presence. Is there anything we should know about this ritual? From what Aglaya said, no one can predict what's going to happen, because each Titan's divine authority is unique. That's why I hope both of you can be there tomorrow. It'll bolster my confidence. Oh, fine on, buddy. We've got you back! That's settled then. Night's all yours, but get some rest before tomorrow's ritual. I shall also take this time to sort out my thoughts. I'll see you soon, my friends. You and Dunhang watched Paimon leave. Blah, blah. Did you pick up on that, Miyako? He seemed troubled. Yeah, I did. I guess it's understandable, seeing how he's about to experience something extraordinary. The Titans may only be local gods of Amphoreus, but the mortal ascending to something else altogether sounds like a lot to take in. About time we consider ourselves too. You're right, so much happened in so short a time that we haven't had the time to consider our own predicaments. Our account scraps. We lost contact with the crew, and everything beyond the sky is taboo here. Should have brought games we could play offline. I do have some old-timey games with me, but I doubt you'd be interested. Once Finance Ascension ritual is over, we should start working out these problems of ours. From now though, let's just head back to the past chamber to rest and gather ourselves. Let's do just that. Did we get any gems? Not enough. Wait, how the fuck do I go there? Exhaustion envelops you. At this moment, no god of Amphoreus could pull your gaze away from this lone chair.
Oh, are you sleepy? I can see your eyelids growing heavy. Go to sleep then if you're tired. Snoozy snooze. But isn't it always daytime in this city? How do you fall asleep like this?
Wait, something seems off. Did you notice?
Yep. I'll get embarrassed if you keep staring at me like that. Are there nuts in my fur? Is it my ears? No, this seems fine. Look, I can even flap them.
Wow, so you can speak in full sentences.
You're right. I am speaking in full sentences now. Wowie! It feels amazing being able to speak fluently. But why do I speak in such a proper and cutesy manner now? I mean, referring to myself in standard third person and all.
Maybe it gives you more personality.
Personality? You always name things I don't understand. Never mind. Since I'm the forgiving type. Besides, now that I'm a bit more used to it, don't I sound as bad?
So, can you tell me about yourself now?
I don't remember a thing about myself. Ugh, my head hurts. I have a gut feeling though. As long as we continue to collect the fragments of memory scattered across Amphoreus, we'll be rewarded with something really, really good. How should I put it? Bah, anyway, I just know that this world is very important to me.
For an ensemble cast.
Then I'll be the protagonist's bestest psychic, So give me more screen time, alright? I think I'm getting sleepy. The night feels so nice and warm. Even my first toasty warm, I can fall asleep any...
I'll take a break too. Damn, that was quick. Your conscience is sneaking into the dreams.
open this book. I'll be waiting for you in the past. Light up the starry sky till the books appear. I've been learned about custom Kranos past. Now drop in the strand of nameless recollection. Whose visage come into view. Record my Deimos story in the empty pages. Glory, Crown Prince. Blood. Those flame-chasing people, those forgotten stories, as I've written. Chapter 10, The Last Prince. My Deimos. Amongst the soldiers, there was the famed city-state, Kremnos, a place every warrior longed for. To be crowned champion of the Kremnos festival was an honor that only the cream of the crop could attain. There is no glory to be found in an accolade only obtainable through slaughter. The man blocks my way. His name is my Deimos, Crown Prince of Kremnos. Despite being a man of few words, news of his deed had traveled far and wide. His tale is an extraordinary one, they say. Cast off a cliff by his father at birth, he plunged into the sea of soul and drifted for 9 years. He managed to survive all that. Even the god of death turned him away. An immortal body, a gift bestowed upon the man. As with every other crisis era in Amphoreus, a blessing, yet also his curse. The taciturn man is seated at the table, expecting me to break the silence. Before us is a cup, filled to the brim with a crimson liquid. People consider it Kremnon tradition, to sustain their body with fresh blood. Popular legend, every body on the battlefield was taken. Arrogant amateur historian. He sees straight through my presence, his gaze asking, "Hey! I didn't have time to read!" Reason is going wild is because custom Kranos has long vanished. When the god descended into madness, the city likewise became shrouded in fog. In the final battle of custom Kranos, this man too took the battlefield, condemned countless foes fighting in seas of blood. Okay, I understand why it's... Can I go back? Can I read it again? Because I didn't have time to read. No! Shit. Didn't have time to read everything. Though I really love the card. I know they made those cards like in real life with like gold and everything, and they look so fucking cool. I didn't get the chance to get one though. Oh. Hey, lighten up! What's got you so serious? What's with the book? I've no clue. I was deep in sleep and the next thing I knew I woke up here. Since you're here too, does that mean... You don't hurt connect in a dream? There must... Is there a way we can avoid meeting? Sorry, I just need to check something.
Okay. I'm back.
Okay. Yes, that's exactly it. How cute! It's as if we were fated to be connected. Although I'm completely in the dark, I adore the story. They say dreams are veils cast by Oronix. Could this be a gift from them? It appears that Titan cherishes you just as much as I do. I get it, a bedtime story. I love bedtime story. Please read one to me. I've got a hunch that the beautiful star we just saw is a treasure that brings stories. In our travels ahead, we're sure to encounter many more. So let's keep our eyes peeled and dive into reading together. We need to collect tons of bedtime stories then. Yoko, you can read them to me. This book is dedicated to blank. Oh, I can read it again, yes. Oh, this is okay. His gaze as keen as and piercing a lion's. This is pomegranate juice, the man scoffs. The reason it's called a wild tale is because Castrum Cremnos has long vanished. When the god descended into madness, the city likewise became shrouded in fog. Rumor has it that during the final battle of Castrum Cremnos, this man too took to the battlefield. Cutting down countless foes fighting in a sea of blood, he drove his spear through the heart of the enemy king, yet the tip of that spear was directed to his own homeland. A shadow breaks out among the people, and the man rises to live. The truth of such trouble, he speaks only through his distant silhouette. The silhouette of a body that has withstood endless trials and faced death innumerable times, but bore not a single mark. My Deimos, a hero of yore, now a traitor to Kremnos, the patricidal crown prince. Oh, so we do get stuff. We get eidolons for the Remembrance Trailblazer. And we get Stellar Jades as well. While you were having the strange dreams somewhere else in Okema. You should take this opportunity to rest, Lord Finan. The core flame ritual is tomorrow. Today, tomorrow, what difference does it make? It's always morning in Okema under Kefel's protection. As long as the light continues to shine this brightly, I won't be getting any sleep. Why force myself to shut my eyes when I can instead take this time to calm my mind and gather my thoughts? That counts as rest too. Have you thought things through then? Not at all. Everything's a jumbled mess still. I don't even know where to start. The core flame was blazing hot in my palm in the beginning, but it has completely cooled off now. I can barely feel it. Miss Castoris, does this mean I'm a good match for Nikador? I don't quite get how it works, but if it's going to put you at ease, then I will say yes to that. Thank you. That's the abyss in the distance. Oh, that reminds me of the question I didn't get to ask. Back in the temple with the scales of justice, when Oronix was trying to deter us, why did you stop him, Miss Castoris? Because I knew there must be another solution. Something more important than the fate of Amphoreus. It is far too cruel and unfair to ask that of you. You should know that I would have gone ahead if Danhang hadn't come up with an answer in time. I know, we should not have hesitated then. I stopped you before I even realized it myself. It's fortunate we had the both of them there with us. Yes, it's a good thing we had them. Are you still thinking about the past, Lord Finan? Every waking moment. I lied to the two demigods just now. I told them the duty of the crisis era is all I think about now. Do you think I managed to slip by Aglia's golden thread this time? No one fools her, Lord Finan. She merely chooses to turn a blind eye to our lies. You're right. How foolish of me to think I got away with it.
时常会想，
I often wonder if someone as ordinary as me can really become a hero. I thought defeated Nikador would quell the voices of the doubt in my mind, when it had only grown louder.
我一时找不到合适
I don't have the right... Oh, sorry, that was Castoris. I don't have the right words for you now, but I know you're far from ordinary, Lord Finan. My dad often calls you deliverer in jest, but I don't believe he means it mockingly.
我大概应该放弃我
I should probably shut out this pointless thought and empty my mind until the hour of the ritual.
以前用过这张，
I did that before sitting for Triby's history exam, when the world could hope to go over this pile of documents and slates. I decided it was better off resigning myself to fate. That way, I'd get more time to play and practice with my sword. How did you do on the exam then?
分数
My score? I don't remember anymore. All I remember is Trib punishing me for a full week of cleaning the Chrysos Air's bath, and no one was allowed to help me. So High Priest Triby can be strict too.
班阁下。
Please continue with this mentality, Lord Finan. I believe you'll be alright. Thank you, Miss Castoris. I think I'll stay here for a little while and keep all of those unruly thoughts out.
与那些马
It's not like anything will come of them anyway.
最近这段时间，
The sights of Aedes Elise, my homeland, have been flashing before my eyes lately.
旋风城的那些家伙，
Those Kremlins mastered some cutting-edge technology.
要是我也
If only I could separate my soul from my body too. That way, I'll be able to fly my soul back to the comforting field of my homeland at any time.
只有在那里，
That's the only place I can be momentarily at peace. Outside Amphoreus, in a familiar corner of the cosmos. Ah, an utterly adventure. Feel free to replace blank with whatever description you see fit. Bet you're as curious as I am. So, what's going to happen next? Keep it together. All that excitement isn't going to get you anywhere, you know. Why don't you follow me into another tale on the other side of the cosmos? Ta-da! Recognize this place? Meta Space Station, the base of a genius in the cradle of science. Look at these puppets. Aren't they dearly exquisite? Let's just say that I've already heard many others secretly gushing. She looks so pretty on more than one occasion. If you ask me, though, they barely did justice to Madame Eartha's beauty. Maybe just 10%. No, not even 1% of the real deal. No, I'm not fawning here, just stating an objective fact. Remember this thing? Gah, it evokes so much emotion in me. Esteem Madame Eartha. Genius Society number 83, asking the Grand Noose an answer. An attempt to gain a peek in the divinity's mysteries through them. Alright, so continuing from where we left off last time, this is where everything would begin for the genius smart enough to rewrite the story of the entire
别
course.
说第四面镜，
Course Mirror, who exactly are you talking to? Why? I was just ramping it up for a grand appearance, Madame Hertha.
哦，
So a dramatic debut.
有那种东西才怪。
But what are the odds of that happening? Sure, slightly plausible if I did manage to talk to Droid Head. But guess what's the problem? They have no reaction whatsoever. Look at this, Madame Hertha. You standing before news again. Look here, right there.
哦，那个呀，
Oh, that's a hologram. But can't possibly summon the real Droid Head here, can I? So you mean to say you've just been reciting your lines before a hologram?
这叫仪式感。
Yeah, creating dramatic value. Isn't that what you're most obsessed
说
with?
这些没用的了。
Moving on. Don't try.
知道
But you wouldn't even begin to imagine how difficult it is to send a message to news.
我可是下了血本，
And I went all out for
为了
it.
给业界系统
Powering the audience system alone requires me to reconfigure the energy supply of the entire space station.
这一来一
I had to switch it to a hibernate mode before rebooting everything. Do you have any idea how much that costs? How much? Uh,
钱的事不归我，
I'm not in charge of finance.
去艾兹达
Go pose that to Asta instead. So you don't know either?
我可是黑塔本塔，
I am herself, the manager of erudition and a true blue genius.
控制成
What would I be holding the purse strings? That menial task has been with me. You're absolutely right, Madame Hertha. The IPC should really be providing a genius like you with all that you require, so you can freely dive into any research that tickles your fancy. With that said, Hertha herself, a manager of erudition and true blue genius, what do you plan to do now?
还能怎么办？
What else can I do? Identify what's malfunctioning within the audience system and fix it, of course. Don't take offense to my candid words, Madam Hertha. You may be proficient in many aspects, but is hands-on work really one of your strong suits? I humbly suggest for you to contact Stefan instead. Contact him and expose. Or I shelled out a bomb to send a message to Droidhead only to screw up everything else. Alright, I get it.
明白就好。
Good that you do.
看吧，那就是业界
There, that's the audience system terminal. Walk, come, walk with me. We'll check what's wrong with it. Nam? Oh, but I can't walk. I can only float.
今天的俏皮话好像格外多。
What's with your witty remarks today? Yeah, but what if I don't want to? Where's my trailblazer? Here. No, not outfit. Wait, I can... Oh,
旅程
can.
不会结束。
I never put it at level 80. That's weird. Switch. I'm just going to switch so I can do the Eidolons.
即便将被遗忘，不要放弃选择。
Because I am not used to using any other... Sorry. Trailblazer. Than the destruction one. How many jades do I have? Oh, I can do one pool. This is the audience system? It looks just like the simulated
说
universe.
的没错，
Keen observation. They share the same fundamental logic
本质上是一
and are pretty much identical in that regard. I see, we call this referencing and not appropriation, right?
你要是再贫嘴，
One more stupid remark from you and you can watch Fifth Mirror reference your ball. Because I'm going to be dropping you as my assistant. Focus now.
业界系统
The audience system is divided into 3 zones: energy supplies, computing, and communications. Each zone separates independently and will only be integrated via the path of erudition when the system is booted.
想跟机器头说上一句话，
Sending a message to Droidhead revolves more intricacies than you can imagine.
后也是难
If routine trials and maintenance on such an elaborately sophisticated system are already as bad as squaring circles, then it's no surprise for glitches like this to crop up. I see, so Madam Bertha, can you use your professional judgment to tell which zone the glitch is in?
简单，
Of course, all 3.
没什么大不了的。
As well, they'll be up and running again after some simple technical tricking.
3个山区是独立分
The
开
3 zones are compartmentalized, so we're going to have to troubleshoot them once at a time. Let's start with the energy supply zone. Get ready, and then we'll go over. I'm just a mirror, Madam Hertha. If you're ready, then your reflection in me will also be ready to go. Ugh, why is this energy supply zone so cold? I'm already for a snap.
你以为呢？
Why else?
整个黑塔
I've converted the energy core that supplies all of Earth's space station into imaginary state and stored it in this zone. If not for the ultra-low temperatures here, this space station would have long blasted off into the sky. But aren't we already in the sky?
了一面镜子，
You're just a mirror. I don't need you to take on courage relief too.
这些家伙是哪儿来的？坏死
Where did those things come from? Corrupted data? Reanimated system rust? No, it's not like... No, not likely. It can't be the Legion's second ambush, right? Whatever. We have to get rid of them anyway. Alright, stay close and try to avoid shattering to pieces. Mother Mesa never fails to impress. Those things are no match for you. A piece of cake. But how did all this disgusting bird get in here? We're going to need out of this world computing capabilities if we hope to make droid hell. If we can't churn out calculation faster than the Yotaflop's computer, then we can forget about having them notice our existence. But computers are too high a computing capability to tend to attract computing stings like them. No one knows how these creatures evolved from their progenitor, the propagation. The mysteries of life. But even so, they can't compare to a talking mirror. A question on the side, Miss Ursa. You have these powerful supercomputers and all, so... what are they normally programmed to calculate? Is that important? All that matters is that they work and are able to attract droid heads' attention. I suggest meeting Miss Asta for a chat when you have time. 괜찮아요. I have no idea why this is in the fucking middle of the story, but... You helped me go from those bugs got into my reflecting surface. Clean up after yourself. Can't you just wipe it off with your hands? Haha, good one there. Those annoying bugs squashed. Well done fixing the computing zone too. These computers will get to speed soon. No, we're just one final step away from requesting an audience with Droidhead. Our next stop is the communication zone. Oh, you have a good memory. Let's go see what's wrong in that zone. There's a memory bubble here too. Why are you so interested in it? Okay, I'll admit it, I find them somewhat creepy. What's all this? I don't think your puppet would be in there too, Miss Ursa. And surprisingly, communication zone is where a bridge for communication will be formed between Droidhead and the space station. aggregating the past energy of the erudition and firing a bond at the end. This is as good as tapping someone on the shoulder, who's sure to turn back to look at you. Alas, our work is never simple. Putting aside all of that onerous legwork, a single glance from the right head could vaporize the entire space station if we're ill-prepared. I see, so letting the space station go into her hibernation is a protective measure of sorts? To prevent it from slipping into operational overload and turning into a scrap world? Very perceptive for a mirror. Mirrors see and hear, mirrors do. Though I neither have eyes nor ears, This zone seems to be functioning fine. These puppets are doing their job and I don't see any obvious malfunction. Things may look fine only on the surface. It's Hertha behind you. What does she want? Let me take a look. This puppet should be number 2757. How did you tell? Sure, distract me when I'm checking the puppet's parameter. 2757. That's strange. What's wrong, Madame Hertha? The replica personality module is off. It can't be. This parameter is set to be enabled by default. The utterly absurd model has also been disabled. Something's definitely wrong here. I checked a couple days ago to make sure every puppet has it switched on. Attack anything everything module. No wait, why do you even have such presets? Is enabled. Intruder detected. Right. Come help me, mirror. Everything, attack! Yes, that's what a close shave. But why are those remembrance memes even showing up here? That's not the only one. Look at them. Number 7,631. Number 10,136 are affected too. Can't you do a factory reset on them? Sorry to disappoint, the Absolutely Not module has been enabled. So, not even I get to bypass its permission. Whoopsie. What were you really trying to achieve with these creations? Just some toys to amuse myself with. Finding the source of the corruption can wait. Those puppets no longer have use now that I'm here. Take them all out. Defective goods ought to be sent back to the repair center. I urge you to go easy on them for the sake of the space station. I mean, at least it's not like a hard battle. Oh. They're completely battered, save for all they had. Never struck someone in the face. The same goes for puppets. Picking up signal from more puppets somewhere further in. Let's go take a look. Really, Bubble tucked away this far? I think I know what this is about now. It's interesting. But we can leave that for later. Let's take care of the malfunctioning puppets first.
It's moving by itself. Number 988. The pride of my creations. Should I even be curious? Puppets before her were all as dull as brick walls, mundane and inspired. I distinctly recalled number 988 being the first puppet I imbued with a magical surprise. Some other puppets that came later also got to enjoy similar privileges. Good to know, but did anyone ask? Fear not, Mirror. You have to remember that being a genius means you're destined to solve challenge after challenge. There is no time for rest. Can I just be on the sidelines this time, pretty please? I was sure it was going to be the swarm. Suva.
或者赢下所有，小心！别出千啊！买了。雷霆在此。依此神器，重塑万物。逃不掉的。 我买单。兵戈无情，逃不掉的。人类从不也是掌控星空的欲望，也包括我。
Okay, we did it. Oh, that was close. I was shattered. Don't be melodramatic. Walking even a single brain cell of mine to take out foes like her is an outright waste of my smarts. I take it we've taken care of the problems in all three zones? Does that mean... Not yet. There's something else we need to deal with. It seems we've had a little tag-along all this while. You've got a sharp eye, Madame Hertha. Would you like us to help? Sure, go ahead and summon the whole team, Fourth Mirror. Considering the gravity of our endeavor, we can't allow a little thief to spoil the show. Parasite of remembrance. Do you truly think your atrocious disguise can outwit the keen sight of a genius like myself? Once you're reflected in my mirrors. Ooh. You can forget about escaping. Oh dear, this is bad. Alright, stay alive, and again I can strive. Retreat into the memory zone for now. I can always regroup and try again. Someone hasn't been paying attention. Didn't you hear me? You didn't hear me, did you? With those petty tricks of yours, do you actually think you can slip away right under my nose? Madame Hertha, wait! What do you want with me? I'll split the garden secrets and what they're after. Everything, but please just spare me. Well, is that all you've got to say while your life is at stake? That's hardly worth anything. Need a little refresher. Hertha. With Hertha. Genius Society number 83.
The one to unravel the mystery behind the imaginary leakage phenomenon and keyholder of the imaginary implosion pulse. You honestly believe I'd seek any counsel from you? I... Ooh. Hush now, keep quiet. This is my moment to shine, so just listen. Damn, this look cool. I'm keeping that as a screenshot for my computer. I have a shit ton of stuff I kept, but never put as my screenshots, as my wallpapers. Oh, thanks for the self-care. She looks so she looks so pretty. You crept here to steal Lucy's memory, didn't you? And messing with my precious audience system is just a ruse to lure me here so I can lead you to them. What a shame. I like this art a lot, especially the palette. Yeah, it looks really, really nice. Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail has really, really good art. Like, when it comes to 2D art in story, like... The 3D is also pretty cool, but every 2D art like that, they are so fucking gorgeous. What a shame. You're only a step away from completing the mission assigned to you. As if. True is, you never stood a chance from the get-go. Hehe. Think I only have fourth mirror following me around? Then you've let your guard down, because her siblings have long been watching your every move. Now let me think. What kind of punishment should I subject to brazen thief like you two? Oh, I know, you garden folks have a fondness for mirrors, huh? How about letting you enjoy some quality time with your favorite object, mirror? As for the length of the punishment, let's keep it mildly punitive. How about 100 of a lifetime? That should be enough for some serious self-respect. I do remember a few here and there, but it's pretty vague. Yeah. Oh, cheer up. You can still do your part for this world while trapped in the mirror. For all you know, your weak path energy could just help me get Droidhead looking this way. I should make myself clear. When I said 100 of a lifetime, I meant my lifetime. Nonetheless, we can finally be at ease now that we've nipped those problems in the bud. Nom nom. Nom 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 nom. This is yummy. Cut it out. Those weird sounds make me seem like I've got a few screws loose. Put that little thief to sleep for now. We can decide her fate later. Oh, sweet and vulnerable Madame Hertha. When did you hurt to understand her? The audience system has been rebooted. This is finally it. After all I've done to reach you, Droidhead, you'd better not snub me. Noose is definitely going to snub you, though. I'm pretty sure. Eons do whatever the fuck they want, so... Ooh, pretty. The path space. This isn't a figment of the simulated universe, but a perfectly tangible and accessible space. Right, now's not the time to wallow in nostalgia. Droid ahead, will you answer me? Madame Hertha, we've picked up some voices from the space. Let me hear them. Is this binary arithmetic? Could it be Droidhead? 1111. 0002. Wait, there shouldn't be a 2 in the binary arithmetic. Is this some kind of prank? Oh, you're going to see... X? Like the nihility one instead? Madame Hertha, we're hearing those voices again. What now? What should we do? Keep your cool, second mirror. What did I say this time? Play it again for me. 0126. Wait a minute. This door is locked? Door? Locked? No, this isn't the voice of the past at all. What in the world is going on? Yuck. Madame Hertha, the lads outside seem to be discussing something interesting. Wanna listen on them? Mirror, stop that nightmarish cackle. It's giving me goosebumps. Wait, did you say those lads outside? Could it be... Why don't you listen for yourself? She fainted? Looks like it. Isn't right. I'm sure we've got intruders in the lab. Should we rouse her, Mr. Yang? Let's do it. I'm not sure she'll be happy about it, but we have no time to waste. Wait, stop whatever you're about to do. No, don't even think about it. Whoever you are, you'd better not interrupt me right now. I must continue forward. Just a few more steps and I'll be able to see Droid Head. Is something wrong, Madame Eartha? No, it's nothing. I was just thinking. Madame Eartha, I think you'll want to listen to the voices from beyond the space. I'll leave it to you then, Mr. Sunday. Oh, my pleasure. Wait, what are they up to? Please pardon me, Madame Hertha. Is this the harmony? Ridiculous! Hoping to stop me with such cheap parlor tricks. Not a chance. Easily dispels the resonance with her subconscious mind as expected of an emanator. Is there anything else we can try? Presumptuous fellows! Why are you trying to interrupt Madame Hertha's experiments? Let's ignore them and keep going. We haven't seen news yet. Get in, Mirror, let's just leave. Leave? Surely you're not suggesting we stop the audience experiment right now. That's beyond all reason, madam. We went through so much just to get here. Now we're just one step away from making contact with the Eon themselves. Please, you know how insanely costly it is to reboot the audience system. But if I were to ignore those two intruders and continue onward, the droid had cast their gaze upon the space station. The blast of energy generated in that instant is sure to burn them to a crisp. Experiments can always be repeated, but humans cannot be brought back to life. Oh, Madame Hertha, so selfless and kind. I'm truly lucky, Mirror, to have found the best possible master. And I've don't use that nauseating fawning tone on me. Looks like I'll have to abort this prematurely again. But mark my words, Redhead, I'll be back for you. Madame Hertha, you're finally awake. You too. My plan is ruined and it's all thanks to you. Your plan? My sincerest apologies, Madame Hertha. We weren't aware this was part of your plan. The space station was in complete darkness when we arrived, so Sunday and I assumed something bad had happened. We continued further into the space station, hoping to find the cause of the blackout, and that's when we chanced upon your actual self. How did you get in? The door wasn't locked. Alright, fine. I am a person of reason after all. You're not to blame for this. How did you enter? The door wasn't locked. Oh, I am familiar with Mr. Yang of the Astral Express, but the one next to you. Why does Sunday keep looking at Yang being like, what do you answer? He looks like a little kid with their mom when they're at the doctor or something, and the doctor asks the kid, "What's your name?" And the kid looks at the mom being like, "You answer for me." Looks like Madame Hertha doesn't pay much attention to comic news. Please pardon my manners. It is unbecoming of me to forget the most basic of courtesy amongst amid all that has happened. My name is Sunday, and I'm just a passenger of the express. And this unremarkable passenger happens to be a Harmony Pass trader? Do you take me for a child? In any case, I don't suppose you came all the way here just to check on how the space station was doing. Well, we were worried for a moment here, but it's good to know the space station isn't in any kind of trouble. We're here because of Amphoreus, Madame Hertha. Why does that not surprise me? Oh, something occurred to you? No, I've told Himeko everything I know. Nothing about the world sounds right. Droidhead has cast their gaze upon numerous worlds in the past, and every one of them is etched in my mind, so how could I possibly not know about it? Perhaps those garden folks lied to you. Anyhow, I've looked up the name Amphoreus in the simulated universe. Though clearly irrelevant results have already been filtered out, there's still an unbelievably long list of generated results. Something about how the Divine Amphoreus team will swap out the current crest emblem from one in Kim Baviru likeness in the next season. I hope that can be of some help to you. We may as well take a look at it. I still don't get it though. Didn't the Astral Express already depart some time ago? Is that world so incredibly spectacular that it warrants this return trip? Well, that's because we're caught between a rock and a hard place. If Amphoreus is indeed inextricably entwined with Aeon's path, and even the erudition, we're going to need the wisdom of a genius to help us, especially now that we've seen the planet for ourselves. Elaborate a little on this rock and a hard place you're caught between. We've lost all contact with two indispensable companions since we've entered Amphoreus. And that's not all. One of our other companions is suffering from a serious and inexplicable affliction. Wait! Hey, Yona! Within Amphoreus, at Mirko's private bath chamber. Men! Good thing you're finally up. Oh, that giant's light is going to give you a sunburn. They've been this excited for a while now. What did you feed them? More like they stuck food themselves. Really now? I wouldn't do something like that. Why does Mem reminds me of Paimon? I want to do my Paimon voice for them now. But come to think of it, I don't remember when the last time I ate something was. Forget it, you can skip the translation. I can somehow tell that none of that chat was meaningful. I mean, you're not wrong, Danhong. It's almost time. The crisis heir should be finishing up the preparation at the Vortex of Genesis. Let's go witness the core flames return when you're ready. Crystal floats by silently in midair. No one knows when it first appeared. It's like I'm an observer. In the next second, a strange feeling spread across your chest, like a rising tide smacking you in the face. Remember everything you experienced in Amphoreus and those non-existent memories that you witnessed there. When the tide of memory subsides, you discover a few shattered crystal shards lying motionlessly in your head, clear and bright. Is this a gift of destiny? Now the memories from here, leave it down, receive them again. Okay. Yeah, but what I actually wanted to do was check how... Let's check if I have enough... Yes, I have enough for a temple. Not for a temple, for... Oh, shit. Was the wrong banner, I think. Yep, it was on the wrong banner. Fuck! Maybe it was my Himeko. It's fine. Wait for finance. Start the core flames trial. Oh, Majesty of the 12 Titans, Pillar of the World. We seek your divinity to mend the rift of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Your guests are here, Finan. We can begin the ritual now. I still have my cat cake. But my day isn't here yet. It's fine, Miss Castoris. He spoke to me already. I told him that he should be nursing his wound, and that he shouldn't be worrying about all these comrades once-in-a-lifetime ascension ritual stuff. So, I'm ready to begin. Teacher, show him the way forward. Despite the myriad dark and endless nights that have gone by, the guidance of the prophecy is nevertheless as clear and bright as the first ray of dawn. Overthrow the gods, he declared. Restore the core flames, he declared. Beat the divine authority, he declared. Forge miracles, he declared. Oh, prophecy, forgive us for this late tribute. The graceless heirs have striven to start the flame-chased journey anew over these myriad nights. The seeds we sowed have finally yielded a good harvest. 7 score flame needed for the miracle that once belonged to the great lance of fury Nikador shall now be returned by an elected hero of the graceless heirs, an outstanding citizen, a valiant warrior, and a noble soul. Please step forward, Finon of Aedes Elysiae. Recite with us. O Majesty of the 12th Titan, Pillar of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of God, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Surrender the core flame, Crisis heir. Click and hold to submit the core flame. Let's go! The lens of Fury's constellation is illuminated. Why is the vortex this silence? Was it also like that in the past? Patience, finally. Do not make us question this decision. Lord Neus? I'm afraid he is not the person you know, Castoris. This is a manifestation of the prophecy, an echo of the Titan's divinity. It is here to examine the Titan's successor. Mortal who wishes to inherit my divine authority. Your strength and character have been thoroughly tested. Yet your will wavers. If you are to inherit Nikador's relentless battle against the unspeakable Black Tide, you must accept a trial of divinity. Prove that you possess an indestructible will, and vanquish the fears deep in your heart. Vanquish the fears in my heart. So be it. No matter what obstacle you plan to put me in my way, I'm ready to overcome them. For our prophesied tomorrow, I will become the god Amphoreus needs. Come with me, Finon of Aedes Elysiae. In fear you shall abandon your mortal body, and in suffering be reborn as a god. Wait for my returns, my friends. Don't die on us. Lord Finon is gone? He has stepped into the battlefield to fight a campaign that can only be won by him alone. All we can do is wait and have faith. What a mysterious ritual. Is there really nothing we can do but wait? I don't know about the rest of them, but I don't like to just sit by and wait for my fate to be decided. I pray you truly are prepared, Lord Finon. I'm worried. I spoke at length with Lord Finon before. There was hesitation in his words. The manifestation of the prophecy must have seen this. It saw Lord Finon's heart wavering. Wherever he is, whatever he is fighting, I pray he makes it through this test. Trinon is just sleeping. Looks like she fell asleep. Presiding over this ritual must take quite a toll. Snowy will succeed. No, I wanted to talk to Iglay.
白垩的命运
Trinon steers his own fate.
能战胜自己的
If he can conquer his fear and return as a demigod,
成功的奇迹。
we will be one step closer to the miracle that the prophecy promised. You have a lot of faith in him.
注意到了，
You must have noticed by now.
每一位
Every crisis heirs here bears a flaw of sorts, be it the curse of immortality or the constant erosion of their humanity, or... Not Finan. He is a crisis heirs without flaw, a perfect vessel for divinity.
有一日，
There will come a day when he leads everyone we have left, through the gates of the miracle. Still too late, huh? Finan said you weren't coming. The constellation of the Lance of Fury is already illuminated. That must mean
火种的规
the core flame has been surrendered, but Finan's test isn't over yet.
神谕降下了，
Prophecy sent an ambassador.
他认可了
They
他，
acknowledged Lord Finan's strength and character, but had doubts about his strength of will.
他必须战
He
胜。
must conquer his fear and prove himself to the prophecy. I was right to be worried. I want to formally thank you, outsiders. Were it not for your aid, our campaign against Nikador would have been 100 times more arduous. Isn't it nice to be polite? Kremnoran's river strength and military might, but that does not mean we lack etiquette. My day, what do you mean when you say you were worried? They don't know yet? The guy, he has always been tormented by his past. I may not be the right person to tell you about him, but you must know his past if you are to continue fighting alongside Finan.
阁下，
Lord Maide, please allow me. Very well.
在被神谕选中之前，
Before he was chosen by the prophecy, Lord Finan had everything taken away from him. His home, his family, his close friends, everything he once swore to protect.
的他，
He became a hollowed shell in his youth, and the blazing flames of vengeance were the only thing sustaining him.
受的神谕
The prophecy gave him a new mission, granting him a new life as a crisis heir.
的身份，
But which is more important to him, his mission or his desire for revenge?
自己知晓答案。
I'm afraid only he knows. Well, perhaps he himself is still struggling to get to an answer. I acknowledge his strengths, but fear is something not even the sharpest of sword can cut through. I hope you'll toughen up your resolve, Deliverer. Only a will as tough as stone can shadow the darkest nightmares. Oh.
怎么了？
Is something wrong? Hmm?
别卖关
Don't keep me in suspense. Come on, tell me already. What did you see? I just wanted to get a reaction out of you. Alright, I'll tell you. This card is the Deliverer. Deliverer? What does that mean? The interpretation is really long. Maybe I should skip it.
简单来说，
All you need to know is this card means you'll be a hero worshipped by all. You will protect this world and save lots and lots of people from scary enemies with your sword. Do you like the sound of that? But what's the matter? This is a good card. But I don't want to be everyone's hero. I just want to stay in this village with everyone I know. Grandpa and Grandma said the outside world is full of bad people. That's why they're always at war. Who wants to save bad people like them? I can be a hero, but only a village's little hero. Well, little hero, if the day comes to us to say goodbye to Elis Elysia, could you become a deliverer then? Do I have to leave the village? If something like that happens, someone will have to save the world. Then I'll... I'm just teasing you. Don't worry, Elis Elysia is a peaceful place, but people won't reach us here. Are you going home already? If not in a hurry, should we go play with the fairies again? Fairies! Okay, I love playing with them. I'll win back the wooden sword I lost to them. And look at how excited that got you. Let's go then. Edis will never have need for a deliverer. They will definitely need a deliverer. We know for sure. I will change position because some ships somehow go aboard the Astral Express.
汤姆，你的
Oh, I
原
forgot I put the chef outfit on Pom Pom. So I will change position. Because my shoulder is hurting.
Sorry.
Pom-Pom, have you prepared our meals already? Of course, the food's ready. Marsh isn't feeling well, so Pom-Pom has specially prepared the conductor special blend meal. It'll be easy on her stomach. Can you bring it to her, Himeko? Gladly. Why don't we also get her? No, the coffee one. She's already feeling unwell. I guess you're right. March, I'm coming in, okay?
What the fuck? Why does she have so many crystals on her?
感谢这份吵闹吧，这是思维碰撞的声响。
Ripple, what's wrong? You look so tired. Are you sick? Let me check your forehead.
The Monday always feel like it's raining the life out of me. For real.
See, it's been a rough day. If you pack something heavy, we'll help you feel lighter. That's what people say. Want to give it a try? But it's good if you're right. If Mondays really get you down, then I'll stick with you through this dreadful day, patiently listening to all your complaints and stories.
Oh, I have a lot of stories.
我看见一把刺死的剑，
I see a sword that brings death, a shackle of destiny,
少女身
next to the silver-haired girl worshipped at the Demise Hollow.
剑染灼了
The sword stained with unknown blood, lying shattered and slapped. The shackle chained to pale wrist, but in thickening rust.
祭司用
The
颤抖
priest
的声音
asked
发问：
with a shaking voice,
蝴蝶
on whose
会
fingertip
停留
will
在
the
何
butterfly
里？
perch?
少女从
The
不
girl
明
never
白
answers, like death
正在
itself,
死亡
breath
缄默
in silent solemnity.
人们常说，
People often say that dying is to meet the palm of the hand of shadow,
则是被
and dreaming is to be brushed by their finger a little.
在少女轻触
In the
死亡的幻
mirages
境，
when the girl
她
put
看
to
到
death,
漆黑瀑布
she sees black
如
waterfalls
潮
foaming and below,
从天围的火
and
海
bellow,
喷涌而下，
pouring down from a chasm in the sky, where a solitary tower stands
立在虚
pure
拟
and solemn.
当她醒来，
When she walks, she can still feel the water's freezing touch
与
and the
风
cacophonies
声
below.
刺耳
Like the wail of the dead, the walls of beasts,
似困兽
in confusion, delirium, and clamor hollow.
少女的怀抱不
The girl's embrace is not meant for the living.
密死
Thousands have entered into no space, asleep in her arms, granting to the death solace and dignity. She mentioned a ferocious warrior, feared in battle.
他并非含笑
She did not go with a smile, but to me she cursed. Oh, life's end, how ugly you are, how
自那
despicable.
时起，
And from that day on,
新的仪容
she adorned herself, dressed, white as a radiant moon, became always dotted with flowery petals.
若死亡不可避免，
For if death cannot be avoided, so said the girl,
希望
I
他
wish it could contain beauty more plentiful.
在诸般关乎死亡的节
Among the thousand ceremonies in life and death, the one she knows with most intimacy of funerals, one burial after another, she presided over, from the angelic visage of a babe passed in the cradle,
他记得
to the despairing eyes of the mother drowning in sorrow,
也记得
from the scars of a war-battered general torso,
但他不记得
to
任
the
何一幕，
unending tears pouring from his bereaved widow.
甚至会感到自己
Yet she remembers not a single living human she had
在
seen.
被遗忘
Even in
的
the
早
mirror,
千
she
年
thinks her own face strange, with an alien glow. In the countless word buried in forgetfulness, the only thing she managed to glean is a mockery to fate, a sarcastic whistle. Stay alive.
少女抛下锁链，
When she cast aside the shackle and stepped beyond Adona, a déjà vu most violent seized her all. Did she perchance conduct some previous escape? Illusion dances across her eyes. She had once drifted in an endless river and drove a single boat out of the deluge. She had wandered in the battlefield covered in corpses and recovered the past back to life.
为何她要一次次逃？
Why must she escape over and over again? She knows the answer in quiver, for it is a ludicrous surmise. A woman embodying death walk this world only because she knows she must stay alive.
是啊，
But alas, at that time she knows not. But death is not the end. It is only a butterfly landing on a withered branch, utterly meaningless, profoundly trite. Oh, I have 2 for tribute. Oh, tributes.
在奥赫玛的一角，
In the corner of Okema, the newly arrived traveler stopped for a moment.
揉了揉自己的眼，
Rubbed his eyes. 1, 2, 3. The 3 identical children?
抬头，
The 3 children have different smiles.
烂漫，
One is beaming, one has a shrewd grin,
静，
and one is smiling serenely.
样的神秘。
Yet each of them look just as mysterious as the other 2. Stranger, welcome to the Holy City! We will show you the way forward!
提里西庇俄，
Tribius, his name has not been mentioned for some time.
只有雅努萨
Only the elderly prince of Genesopolis know the true significance of this name. High Prince, please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
传来故乡的
And
气
music
息，
from his hometown plays as many children gather around the old man.
祈愿所有
They wish that the twilight breeze will carry away their tale of sadness.
末日如复长，
The end times looms like a dark cloud,
被忧
hanging over the holy city's residents and shrouding them with worry. Hello, do you need our help?
妇人的
Like torches dancing in the wind, the children illuminate the alley.
入眠，
They wipe away the walker's tears, babies sleep amidst whisper. On the windowsill of in prayer, a light footprint remain.
城中的人们说，
Citizens call them the 3 pillars of Okema. They simply shake their head. There's no need to be so somber. How about we play a game together? Guess who we are? The 3 saw and landed in front of the townsfolk. You're Tran, Longback said.
一位
No,
少
we're Trinan. Trinan is the greatest of the trio.
一位少女
Are you Trinan? A young girl asked. No, actually Tran.
问最为闹腾，
Tran is the most spirited of the trio. Then you must be Tribi, a shy troll. You're right, good job. Tribi is as enthusiastic as she's adorable.
不变得真实。
It matters not whether they can tell the trio apart. Of most importance is their sincere smile. We will show you the path to take. The children fly ahead, guiding the lost back to the main road.
指点你
So you literally show people the right path to take? You're lucky. You merely took a wrong turn.
后们飞到我的
Children flew before me. It was rough, but so quiet. However, there are many more unfortunate souls who have lost their direction in life. There once was a dying soldier on the battlefield who wished to bid farewell to his lover in a distant city far away.
孩童伏在誓言，
The child leaned towards the soldier and said many a word as she listened to his final word of
城
comfort.
中的另两个孩子
As for the other 2 children, they were in the city,
边，
beside the bed upon which a woman was lying in eternal rest, wailing uncontrollably.
三思耳目相连，
Not only do the 3 children share each other's senses, their souls are also interconnected. When one is filled with grief, the other 2 will burst into tears as well. Perhaps we should tell you some happy tales instead. Child whips away her tears of reminiscence. My greatest talent is performing Amphoreus' nursery rhymes.
这些童谣
Those nursery rhymes have been told over and over, but any literate children could recite them by heart. Oh, rude! Child gently fixed my phone. You should be reflecting on the nursery rhyme author's heartfelt intention
神
instead.
眷顾沃土，
In this lush land by God chosen, giants raise their glass in a toast.
常有人看到孩童们
People commonly see the children riding an enormous flaming rockets, looking like shooting star bleeding through the holy city. How dangerous no man worryingly wishes the children to stop. Not Tryon.
少话的孩童
The
们
quiet child shakes her head. That's Tryon! Exuberant child raises her hand. Ah, stop nagging! The mischievous child pouts. Can't I just play with something that I've created?
世间所有孩子
Every children in the world loves to play, and Trivius is no
世
exception.
间所有孩子
Every child in the world
俄斯却
is
自
afraid
诩
of
坚
pain,
强
yet Trivius tries to act up. Initially, there were many more of us. The others have merely gone one step ahead.
孩童们坚称自
The
己
children saw they were already adults, yet when they carelessly hit the city gates, they cried out in pain together.
三项神谕
The tripartite prophecy is but a distant
黄
ritual,
金战
the
争
Crisis War a
来自
painful
万
dream,
象之门的
because
鼓
from the gates of
偶
infinity,
尔将他惊醒
occasionally jolt her awake,
冒此命
and the
的
distant shrivel
也曾
of her identical sister sometimes inspire uncertainty within her.
旧旅以
A
前
new journey only begins when the previous one comes to an end.
长岁月
Despite time marching forward endlessly, the children they always manage to stay true to their hearts.
他们仅于彼此
They are all that remains of
心
one
相
another,
交
their sense intertwined, their soul in communion. Oh, Aglaia. I also have two for Aglaia.
出征的战士回望奥
Okay, ma'am. A city that warriors look back upon before marching toward the battlefield. The holy city, the sanctuary of all cities.
正如城中诗
Just as the poem of the city have sung, the epitome of magnificence, unbounded
而
benevolence.
圣城之美
And the beauty of the holy city is like Aglaia herself, dressed in finery and of noble birth.
他是奥赫玛的
She is the dress master of Okema, the one who weaves with golden threads.
可有件事
But there is one thing she'll never be able to achieve, a jealous whisper can be heard. She will never be able to produce something seamless.
风中传
Sorry. Golden threads quiver, and a gentle wind rustles by her ear.
山峰
She maintains her silence, without to fan the
更
flames.
有何难？他的
If
双
that's so
臂
hard,
双翅
the scissor and bullets are better than any garment
恶出
maker,
神速般
sculpted
曼
form
妙
as
形象
perfect as the god themselves. Lady Aglaia, raise your eyes with your most elegant creation. No,
不喜欢奉承的话语，
integrity in words not sit well with me, not to the precious
穿
machination.
过柱廊平等的注
A
视
gaze flits across the store, equally regarding every member of the
人们在
public.
疑惑
They used to wonder, how exactly do her eyes perceive if something is beautiful or not?
正如白昼永驻
As with the holy city that's
是如
perpetually based in light. How do people tell apart cozy mornings and frosty nights?
金线替织者
For the weaver, the answer lies in a
浪
golden
漫
thread.
之神的金丝
Golden thread of the goddess of romance, now serve as her hands and eyes.
世间所有
The
的
colors of the world intertwine with the undertones of human hearts
向他
and floating
他
behind
的骄傲
towards her.
不下于主人
Golden threads are no less prideful than the master they now belong
但
to.
凡有形的
As long
细
as the thread has form,
足以
it
呈
is
现
enough to craft seamless finery.
或是秘密
It's stitched finely,
或是
Sorry
剪刀直剪
finely and tightly, or cut cleanly with a single stroke.
这不难。
None your challenge, none of this prove a challenge.
运
Then
脚
one
针
balls
脚
of
般落
tongue
下
twice, the other as soft as a sand.
编织黄金者
The one who wears gold gazes
好
past
像
me,
更遥远
fixed on something much
在
farther.
天地间
A network of thread that intertwine all between the heaven and
唯
earth.
独他追求
The only
至高的
challenge
是
that she relentlessly dedicates herself to
实现
is
奥赫玛的命运
Weaving the fate of Okema into a flawless, seamless outcome.
I need to drink a bit of water because my throat is starting to hurt.
行商、店主乃至名流上层，一视同仁的还在中央。
A long lane stretch across the square. Merchants, shopkeepers, and even high society elites, all lined up together without
事
distinction.
物的首端
At the end of
往
the
莱
line
雅的居所，
Was the path to Aglia's
圣
abode.
城时尚的风向
Is the holy city's
是
fashion
他将要发
trendsetter?
布的得意
going to reveal her newest masterpiece? She's about to get rid of her failed pieces. Now I see why the holy city is free of worries. Even as the end nears, they are still obsessed with lavish clothing. You to Akema, a visitor from somewhere else, from elsewhere, ended up utterly bewildered at the sight. It is said that the family of priests who worship Nestia, go way back with the weaver, but her impeccable gift for weaving isn't meant to serve anyone's pursuit for pleasure. What was once sacred duty was misunderstood by the beauty-obsessed, who mistook fallen shreds of priceless treasures.
残缺的设计
Her flood creations really still wasted people's adoration? The weaver shakes her head. She seems to have forgotten something. This is precisely the flawed hero who walks ahead of the crown. Cast a long shadow over the world and strides toward everlasting daylight. There are nevertheless people whom the weaver is willing to sue and terror for. The Punisher are really sharp as a blade in the pursuit of beauty.
我想要雷鸣的掌声。
Me! I want to be showered with thunderous ovation and lots of flower, melodramatic poet speak out. I want to stir her emotion, the voice of a blushing young boy. Do I fit the bill? My sister and I are refugees from the abyss. I want to get a pair of shoes for her. See the child speak up. Next to him is a barefoot girl, staying silent with her head kept low. Unfortunately, gold thread or willful things, they're never swayed by sympathy or pity. Attempts and worried looks surface on the young child's countenance. Specks of dirt on his face brought back memories of a past encounter. Go, the weaver began. Gather the 3 children in the city. As messenger of Janus, they will bring him the shoes he hopes for. And now we have Painan left. Okay, I only have 1 act for Painan. In Amphoreus, 5 of statues are a prevalent sight. As for the inspiration behind the statues, they are said to be the clay figures that Kiphael made at the world's creation. They made clay figures in their likeness, bestowed upon them the breath of life, and allowed the golden divinity of their blood to course through. Thus, the very first mortal roamed the earth, receiving the god's mercy while realizing the sorrow of this world. In front of the statue, the people of the holy city beheld a man, Painan of Edis Elysia. He never spoke of his origin, only using this name to nonchalantly identify himself. That's not really his name, is it? People cast looks and glances at him, their minds rolling with doubt. The man merely responded with a breezy smile, neither confirming nor disproving their speculation. Painan is a soldier, one with divinity coursing through his veins. Responding to the gold weaver's heroic call, he traveled long and far to reach the holy city, eager to bring the light to the hero's path.
如火是不断升
Losses are a constant on the flame-chased journey, where life too seems as small as a speck of dust. Ballads reached him through the breeze, as though soft voices meant for him, and he responds in kind. No matter, my existence is of little consequence. It is Elysia, the man's hometown, hidden in secrecy just like his past. Some have searched for that distant village and found it neither written about nor passed down through thoughts. In every nostalgic reflection, the man crafted a vision of paradise within his exquisite poetry. Yet within the ancient text of the holy city, the history of that frontier village remains more obscure than the days to come. In the far off future, the land of Amphoreus will bear the mark of the hero's footstep. Sword in hand, the man will inscribe an eternal mark in the class's epic, yet his real name may never be heard in this world again. Losses are a constant on the flame-chased journey, some too losing themselves at the very beginning of their journey. Yeah, I got some jades. I have a shit ton of stuff also. You're concerned, but it's not a good time. It's not a good time. Just saw this. Please go ahead. Sorry, I just saw your message. Honestly, go on. Nothing. Sorry to bother you. I remember this empathic inertial redemption code that I hadn't claimed yet. I was out of this field mission. The code expired at midday. Is there still time for me to help you redeem it? It's already too late. I managed to get a hold of nothing later, and she helped me redeem it. I never leave, but still, thank you. Don't thank me out. It wasn't me who helped you. If you'd seen it, you definitely would have helped me, though. Yeah, but you can come and find me if you ever have any problem. Graham, you free right now? Yep, on my way. How did you know I'm about to grow mold from boredom? Just a mere word, I'll sign part of it there immediately. No rush. Just a little favor we'd like to ask. When we woke up today, our favorite book was gone. We couldn't find it anyway. Friends about to cry. Trying not. Oh, me? Oh my, at this point we'll have to find a diviner to help. Aren't you guys diviners? I thought you know how to do that. It's still the same. Different fate titans bring different perspective. There's a super duper mega ultra powerful diviner in Nokeba Capacitia. I don't think she can tell the future just by dreaming. However, due to some past circumstance, it's not visible that we meet her, so Gregory, please, please, please. Amphoreus says please, so you must go, okay? Okay, I just got a mission from that. Yes, I only have the drama's workshop. It seems the connection has broken out there. You think you can go and take a look? I can't get away at the moment. Leave it to me. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, thanks for the self-care. Thank you. I'll leave you to it. Oh, right. Please refrain from mentioning my name. Interesting guess. Okay, so I can definitely do a temple. Not a temple. April. Oh! Please, Himeko, 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 Himeko. The new Himeko, please. I don't remember her path. Shit. No! I just lost my 50-50 to Himeko for Himeko. I mean, at least now Himeko is E3. Looks like you want Himeko. Here's Himeko. Ah, you wanted Himeko? Sorry, it's Himeko. For real. That's not the Himeko I wanted. I wanted the new Himeko. Just look how pretty she is. And she has a big ass mecha. I won't be able to get her and the new adventuring. Just so you know, I had to hit hard pity to get her. Because if I remember correctly, Star Rail's pity is 80 for characters. Not 90 like in Genshin for the hard pity. I was at 80. So imagine going to 80 and lose your 50-50 to the wrong Himeko. Guess I'll keep my Jades for adventuring then. But yeah, with all due respect, this trial is taking far too long. Yeah, he's been gone for a while now.
你对此有何
What do you
想
think of this, Junon?
法？我心的
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex.
只有知
All
道
I can
的声音
hear are fragments of speech and distant bio
是
cries.
白鹤的声音吗？
Is this Final's voice? I'm not sure. It's difficult to make up clearly. No, wait, no.
提名大人，
Baby Trinon. It's not his voice. I can't hear him anymore.
恋里的
There's sunlight existing in your triumphs. It's running me mad.
还是到了这一步啊！
Let's come to this after all. What now?
准备好，麦德
Ready, my demos. What's going on? Plan B. We pull him out when something goes wrong. As I promised you, Aglaya, I will not intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out of safety. But that's as far as I will go. Of course, I know this is not the time to demand any more from you. Discerning. Alright then, to be as prepared as I can. I'm the two Atlantic warriors can also join me.
这
That may not be a good idea. Cold Flame Trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual.
若错过
Even the slightest misjudgment, misstep, or hiccup could result in grave consequences.
两位贵客没有为烛火之
We're two distinguished guests, so I'm not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chaser journey. Let me join you instead, though, my day. It's fine, we got this.
又事关白乐的心，
Things have taken a
我
critical
们一再
turn,
当仁不让。
especially so with Finance knife on the line. Of course, the Nameless will do what is necessary. What can we help?
随我一同踏入
Join me in the trail to look for Finance. And when you do, a glass golden thread will guide us back out,
前提是
assuming we survive
你我
Nikador's wrath.
下跌，
If something bad were to happen, Castorit's priority is to ensure the safety of these two.
自有办
I
法。
can find a way out of my own. Yes, not my day.
那就出发吧。
Thank you both for your
感谢
valor.
两位英勇奉献。
Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor to taking the lead in this battle. I'm just going to check something real quick. Okay. Wrong button.
愿那战士安然无恙。
May that warrior be
都
safe
做好
from
准
harm.
备，我便
When
带
you are
他们
ready,
为
I
他
will
们主
preside
仪
over
式
the ritual of on Trina's behalf. Let's go.
天外的援军，
I didn't see who was replaced for my day. I think it was Himiko. Nyokondamba are reinforcements from beyond the skies. Warriors of high esteem.
敬请合上
Please
双
close your eyes and hold your
屏，
breath.
屏住呼吸。其人曾令此
They once
生
kept
与
faith
诸多挑战者
of this world and
一
many of the
同面
challenges
纷争
fra-
扼杀。
safe from the devastating rage of strife.
其人将深入
They
神
now
圣
seek to
的
venture
誓
deep into the trail
证
of
明
divinity
摧锋陷
and
坚
prove
持
their will to destroy our
诚
enemies,
如神谕
as
所
foretold
示
by the prophecy.
纷争为锤，
When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior,
炽热与
a
生
hidden
机
impact
为
will
其
leave
克人
behind
生命
scars, and between them, demigod shall rise.
从中崛起。
那么，
Farewell, come forth then.
吾应存于此
Go for into this realm and warriors in the making.
的战士，
Follow me into the mist and flame, and come face to face with the greatest fears and the depth of a warrior's heart. And with thy strength, banish darkness and usher in sunlight. Let all lost soul find courage on the long journey back home. What the fuck?
怎么？
What's the matter? Surprised?
凡有纷争，必有杀戮。
Where there's strife, there's
你看我的
carnage.
试炼，
It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight, Nikador's trial. Why is it just you was down
似
on?
乎不在附近。
I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray and stay safe.
心中至善，
Oh shit, it was...
那男人
Okay, it was Himiko. That
竟
was...
是这
Okay.
副景色。
His fear in the depth of warrior's heart.
奥赫玛的祸患。
Let's take a small look at my day. Because I don't have him. I wanted to have him. His muscles are so defined. What the fuck? I wish they gave those sorts of models in Genshin. Ito deserved those abs.
逃不掉的。旋风
I won't get away.
刘晨，
Look, I'm allergic. The smell of rust is thick in the air.
野蛮人，
Ito deserves a remodel to be honest. Yes. Especially when you see how good Varka looks.
反资
Ito should look as good. Tell me your name, Brute. Demise should be a tale I boast about at the feast table.
名为帕迪卡斯，
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
旋风人
Remnants.
在和奥赫玛人
Remnants and cannons are at war. Perdiccas, even the tragic cries of beasts
就连
at the slaughterhouse sounds better than your name.
随你怎
So
么说。
whatever you like, the
夏天的
speakable
奥特曼
Ottoman.
宁战死。
Valorous death before glorious return. May the Premnorn spirit always watch over me. Foolish brute,
野蛮人，
I see you got to die. Very well then. I shall grant you just that. What do I do? Do I intervene or do I watch on and wait for the trial? Do we try to stop the soldier or do we just watch things unravel? I would go with the watch. Yeah, same. I was just wanting for other people's opinions. I thought that my day would just go as I grab popcorn. Die, you swine. My Deimos, my king. Why did you leave us to the mercy of these foreigners? Is this... Oh, so the Alpha Brute has found his way here. You Kremnuans are eager to die, huh? Then I shall grant you a swift death. Son of a body contorting and... I don't want to imagine that. Face your death, cowardly king. I have no idea how my day works, honestly.
雷霆在此，以此神器，重塑万物。荒唐透顶，
Absurd. I know this Okeman. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this perverse and twisted being.
还有这聒噪，
Probably by removing
他想起时，
my knight.
便难以遏制。
Nice one. And that horrible noise. I can hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds.
一定是被这战吼冲昏头。
This battle cry must have gotten to find him. That's why he lost himself.
没用的家伙，
What a useless fool.
Who is he?
没什么。
It's nothing, let's go. That voice is Shortness.
哈托鲁斯，
Not you too, Shortness. My Demos, you're... Destroy all the wicked killing. Here to take my life finally.
我不会问这
I won't ask how this happened, nor will I hurt you like you said.
只要你告诉我，
I just need you to tell me where Finan is. All of this you know very well. Leave our city, cursed son of Gorgo.
哈托努斯，
I have no intention of hurting you, Shortness. Humiliate me, you shall not. Leave. Get out of Okema. Get out. Symbol of our sovereignty, take it. Signet of Kremnos, bask in blood-soaked glory, your kind alone. This is Mother's signet. It's here again, I knew it. Ha! Finally got mine, despicable vermin have. With your mad king, cursed together in that maelstrom of battle. Enough. Be quiet, you're not adult Shartonus. Look out! A long narrow shadow pierces through the phantom of Shartonus. Nice move. Danhang!
彼此
You too. Are you the real Danhang?
同样的问题，
I could ask you the same.
在陵园境开海前，
What was the last thing you said to me before I parted the waters at the Skull Gorge waterscape? Parted the waters? How would I even remember that? That sounds like something real you would say. Hmm.
找到你们了。
I know this is you because you are stupid and you have no brain. It wasn't easy, but I finally found you two. So you're Danhang. What did you go through before meeting us?
遇见了些前尘，
Just some memories from my past. Nothing worth mentioning.
意思是
You mean you saw your past too? The trial of strife is a vicious one, alright?
想到什么了？
What are you thinking? This might not be a single person's trial, but an arena for every challenger to engage their own delusion in a bloody battle.
方才我也见到一位故人，
I saw someone from my past a while ago, someone Finan has never met.
听起来算不得坏事。这倒意味着我们定能
That doesn't exactly sound like a bad thing. At least it means that we'll be able to find Finan here. We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagine it to be.
先循着厮杀声
Let's first follow the sound of battle to their source.
耳边的战吼，
The battle cries seems to be getting a lot louder.
我有种预感，尽管不属于白恶，但这片
Someone is manipulating this battlefield. Someone who might not be Finan.
我同意。
I agree.
你们要绝后了，一帮人，可死人都瞒出来。
Flower man, with his dough in his hands. Just as I thought.
这战吼，
This is where the battle cries were coming from.
尼卡多利势力
The true entrance to Nikador's trial.
怎么了，两位？
What's wrong with you two? It's Snares, an incarnation of Nikador.
虽然未曾打过照面，
I'm seeing him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only be Strive's bloodlust.
多利本
The one manipulating this battlefield is Nikador himself. My Deimos. You're a king warrior indeed.
你认得我？
You know me? The blasphemous prince. Of course I know you. And I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
那就好说了。
Great, let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a swordmaster so we can be done with this farce. No. No. You applaud the courage and strength for coming this far, but you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen, and I cannot turn a blind eye to that. This is gonna be one fierce battle we won't be able to get out of.
落败之人，
One who has fallen
到他没能战
and failed trial. He faced the greatest fears in the depth of his heart and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the real battleground, and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity, and sacrifice. You wish to take him away? Sure. Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his. Of course, cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this instance. Your appearance of no interest to me, Mad King.
既然你想一战，
If it's a fight you're looking for, then you'll get one, Titan. I'll put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality. Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hands. Oh shit. Don't you dare speak of her. Why not? She challenged the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap. All to protect your dignity, or suggesting her if all were for naught. A tragic death was caused by you, the incarnation of strife. How dare you talk about her past? Enough of this nonsense. You should be wielding your weapon as the god of strife. Baton me and put a swift end to this. Ha! Your hatred is as clear as day, my Deimos. My world must have stung you deeply. Thanks to them, I have also come to realize. This is why you killed your father for the throne, only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Soul, refusing to let the glory of Kremnos live on. This is why you slew the Strife Titan, only to reject the core flame, and your strife continue instead. Oh, child abandoned by fate, show me what you are capable of. Show me if you have the power to put out the flame of your very own destiny. I'll rip your chest apart, Titan, in the same way I ripped apart that former king. I see you wish to repeat your mistake. Come at me then. Ignite the flame of your fears and step onto the battlefield. Take this fierce battle to the boundaries of strife and consume me. Or lose yourself in the fight and watch your defeated corpse burn to ash. But remember this, my Deimos. Son of Gorgos will be crowned in blood. The very moment you rip my chest apart shall be the moment of your ascension. To you, the successor of Kremnos. That white-haired warrior knew he was no match for me, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath. What about you, my Deimos? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Prove to me that you're worthy of this power. Mournful cries, miserable ways. King of Kremnos, this is the power you desired? In the name of fairness, I grant you the blood of strife. This raging power, I can hardly contain it.
一无所有，或者赢下所有，买了。
万劫不复，允许你们受重。
Oh no, he's hot!
重塑万物，直击灵魂，彻底疯狂。
I fear you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Kremnos. Oh, nosy. Apparently, he so hot his fist cast on fire. Yes! Get in! Watch out! Oh! Found you. Sometime later. I did my best. Quafflam Trier isn't in the place for the weak. Let's just hope that Fine gets through
不
this.
必担心，
There is no need to worry. His soul is in stable condition.
只相
With
信
ample rest for both body and mind, he'll be up and about in no time.
内心至深的
The greatest fear in the depth of his heart. But Finan must have been forced to relive his past during the trail and revisit its homeland that had fallen to the black tide. In all likelihood. Is the black tide really that scary? Since coming to Amphoreus, we have heard many talking about this black tide. Could you tell us more about it?
让翁法罗斯众
This is one of the culprits that drives the people of Amphoreus to madness.
纷争事
It was during the era Bellica that these unspeakable things first appear,
随在
like a plague, alongside the three titans of calamity.
我们不知它的原
Nobody knows where it came from and how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching
上前
upon what little remains of this tranquil land,
他才
much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as a black tide.
凡受其影
By the way, Nashi, I'm waiting for you to start your stream so I can end mine,
化为无血无泪，
just in case.
而这并非
Those who succumb to it lose the reason and humanity,
泰坦之
becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortal are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
那无私的说法，
According to Neos Nikador,
虽是灾厄的化身之一，
though one of the embodiments of calamity, also bear the responsibility of fending off the black tide.
或许这也是另一个原因。
Perhaps this is also why Lord Finan threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
现在
But now we must look for alternative meaning of igniting the flame of strife. So Aglea, what should we do now?
你知道，
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me.
案底
As the successor of Kremnos, my day,
自
you
然
know better than anyone that if it were simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people couldn't manage it with ease.
神明职责
But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one.
将世界推入死
It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the claimed seat of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
黑潮
Black tide. Return to your private bath chamber and discuss the present circumstances with Don Hong.
不可名状，
An unspeakable thing of unknown origin.
这些关键
What comes to your mind when we put these keywords together? A Stellaron? That's right. You think about the various characteristics of Amphoreus, an isolated world of eternal nights being eroded by an unknown power. We cannot discount this possibility.
我先前就很在意。
This has been bothering me for a while now. Everything we have seen thus far suggests that Amphoreus wasn't always isolated from the rest of the universe. Be it the birth of the Titans or the encroaching black tide, none of this can be explained as the natural progression of a civilization. There must be the reason for its current state of isolation. It's just, if the cancer of all the world is truly the culprit, then we could have observed certain phenomena, explicit or otherwise, by now, but that isn't the case. Like the voice of the Stellaron? That's what I was thinking too, from past experience. The Stellaron within you should be able to resonate with other Stellarons, but we haven't encountered anything like that here. There are several other unanswered questions too. My gut feeling is that things here are not as simple as they seem. Furthermore, what happened in Penacony also proved that the appearance of a world may not necessarily be due to the influence of just one path. It could be an all-star cast. In that sense, it's Penacony all over again. From now on, let's just take things as they come. The black tide could be a good starting point. Since Nikador has fallen, Those who were suppressed by them will not begin to counterattack now. It seems our trailblazing expedition is growing in significance. Oh, we go to Maidai's POV. At the same time, on the other side of Memorial Palace. Don't worry, dear. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago. I'm not worrying about him. Oh, alright, you're a little quiet though. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure. It's alright. Being straightforward suits you better. Actually, there's something we are curious about. What did you see in Nikador's trial? Something that terrifies me. Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word of fear in the Kremnoan language. Do you think you stand a chance against that things that terrifies you? Is this also part of your grand scheme? What do you mean? Aglaia knew that Finon might fall, and she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't it? Yes, looks like you know everything. I'm wondering if the thing that terrifies him is the fact that Finon, puts a spear in him. Kills him. Well, he can't die, but you know what I meant. I've no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chaser journey is not a game, and I've long understood this. With the downfall of strife and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses, if Circes and Oryx are all impacted, the ramifications will be dire. There are only 2 titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity. Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans. Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long, I promise. I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual. Your people, they have been eagerly waiting a new king all this time, haven't they? If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservation about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kranos. I once was, but little dubious. Therein lies my deepest fear. We'll talk again later. I'll be back. There. Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you. Thank you. I love Truby. She's so cute. First time I forgot to take a look. Belonging with steam always bring back memory of the furnace in your homeland. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted to do the escape one because I have achievements. I will start streaming later. Also, yes, Truby is adorbs. I have Truby. I'm so happy I got her. I didn't grade her, but I do have them. So cute. Also, I feel like this is a good place to end the stream. So that's just what I'm going to do. We are going to raid Nashi though, so... Right? Oh yeah, thanks everyone for coming to the stream. I don't know when I will stream later, but yeah. Thanks everyone for coming to the stream, and I will see you later. Bye bye!